Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to episode number 5 of the M.A.N Sports podcast.
We're the 5th of November.
5th of November.
Yep. Lots to talk about
10
today.
o'clock in the morning. To excuse the low energy, we've been up all night watching the UFC, which we'll talk about later. But first, let's talk about the Champions League.
Yeah, so apart from Chelsea, very good. Oh, well, and Celtic, I suppose. Very, very good week for Champions League for English football, for the British football teams. Manchester United. So basically, it's a reverse fixture of 2 weeks ago. So Manchester United, Tottenham, who else?
Liverpool.
Yeah. Man City, all
Man
through.
City, yeah.
4 games out of 4. No, apart from Tottenham, 1-1. Yeah.
Tottenham 3-1.
No, Tottenham drew.
Yeah, sorry.
But but 100% record apart from Tottenham. But even that 1-1 was still a good result.
Good result, yeah.
So they will actually automatically qualify now? Or the Man United need one more point, didn't they?
No, they're guaranteed.
They're guaranteed.
Yes, if they've got 12 points, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Probably one more point to win the group.
But I think, to win the group, because I spoke to my friend about this, in the group stages, I think most teams would want to just go through, don't they?
Yeah.
And if you get the opportunity, you want to finish top, because then you get a second ranked team on the other side.
But in my personal opinion, there's no such thing as a second ranked team in the...
They're all dangerous, but I think you'd always want to avoid a PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid.
Bayern Munich might not finish top, is it?
Exactly, that's dangerous.
I know. But Juventus might not finish top either.
Yeah.
No.
Because they got beat by Barcelona.
Yeah. But just look at Tottenham's group. You know when Tottenham first got when they first done the draw,
Group of death.
I was talking to all my Tottenham friends, and I was like, you're not going to last here. Well, Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund are really good.
Yeah.
They were first in their Bundesliga.
A couple of seasons ago, yeah.
Now they're top. No one would have thought that, would they?
Especially considering they've got a lot of injuries, Borussia Dortmund, but they're still doing well.
Did you see the second goal? No, the first goal for Man U went off his arse.
Oh yeah.
That Benfica don't have a lot of luck, do they?
But the best bit is the Benfica game. That goalkeeper who made the mistake.
It wasn't his fault though. It wasn't.
But the first game.
The first game was his mistake.
And then the second game he played really well. And then that goal when it comes off the post and it comes in on goal.
But it wasn't a mistake. It just it's awkward, isn't it? It went for the post and just come off his arse. But still.
But he played really well. Made quite a few.
Saved the penalty, didn't he?
Yeah, saved the penalty, and it wasn't even a poorly struck penalty.
Yeah,
he hit that well. It's a good save.
Yeah. Martial played really well. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked good again coming on.
It's good that Man United have got that in there. The bench is a bit deeper than last season, so and they got injuries as well. Still waiting for Pogba and Fellaini to come back.
But still a good. I'm still not convinced. Although they're top of their group, they didn't have the killer instinct,
No, we don't have the hardest group either, so...
Yeah, so it's expected of us
coasting.
to be top, I still don't think quarter-finalists at best. I don't think we're not going to win, no chance. Unless we fluke it, but no, I don't think we've got no chance of winning Champions League this season anyway. So.
Yeah, it's a funny old game, isn't it? Because you say, Man United beat Tottenham 1-0. A few days before, Tottenham come back, beat Real Madrid 3-1. It's just
and that was convincing. It wasn't a fluke.
Really
all over.
Because Real Madrid had a few chances.
Yeah.
But the overall of it, every time
hands down, they were top. Yeah.
Every time Tottenham got the ball, they looked like they could have scored.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's
you
really
could say the second goal was deflected, wasn't it, Alice? But you didn't make your own luck, didn't you? So, and that was a good performance from Tottenham. It's crazy.
You see how frustrated Ronaldo was every time he wants the ball. You see he's annoyed that they're just not doing what he wants to be done.
They can't do everything, It's a bit where I think the first goal? He shows a close up of Sergio Ramos getting really pissed off. I was like, you didn't do a lot to really block that shot, to be fair, did he? He was there and he kind of half-assed put his foot out and the ball sailed straight past him.
Well, did Tottenham go? Did he go? I can't remember. Was it 1-1 and then he went to 3-1, or was it
3-0?
3-0. Oh, was it the scrappy goal that Ronnie scored?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's anyone's good. We'll see in a minute. But again, it's bragging rights, but it's a group game.
Yeah.
in the end it may not even matter.
Yeah, because they beat Inter Milan. Do you remember that? That was a lot of Tottenham fans saying that was our best
When Bale
night. Yeah. That's when he
tore past everyone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So time will tell. See what the next stage of the knockout stages are. Chelsea through, are they? Even though they lost.
No, I think they might be in trouble actually because they drew with Roma.
Yeah, I think they're second in the group.
They drew in at Stamford Bridge, didn't they? And they lost 3-0.
Yeah, that 3-0. It's like Chelsea had a couple of chances to put it away, and every time they made a mistake, they didn't put it away. Roma on the other end scored.
Yeah.
I felt sorry for David Luiz. He just did not look good. Just didn't feel.
Whenever does he look good?
He's always a bit flappy, isn't he? I'm talking about his hair either.
But you see a defender. What's that guy's name? The new guy they got, Rudiger.
Rudiger, yeah.
Yeah, well, instead of clearing the ball, he let the ball bounce, and I don't know. He just lets the ball bounce in front of him, 5 yards out from the edge of the box.
Yeah.
And so he's clearing it, but he lets it bounce and goes straight to their striker, and he's got one-on-one against the keeper. Look on David Luiz's face, he's like, why don't you clear that?
Yeah.
So it's a bit some rubbish defending.
But quite disappointed with Chelsea this season. They're not.
Yeah, something's not gelling there. I don't know whether it's behind the scenes crap or whatever. And they probably could do with Diego Costa. To be fair, it's not like they're struggling scoring goals, but just that extra bit of firepower.
But they've always been inconsistent. I think they've won. Have they ever won 2?
No, they haven't won
it always seems to be like they win convincingly.
They have a really, really good season,
but then they never buy the next season because they always think, I've got a good team. We'll just take this on to the next season. Never works that way. Even happened to Mourinho as well, didn't it?
Yeah. They needed to buy.
I don't think he's ever won two seasons consistently with Chelsea. I don't think that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But I think their team is a bit thin.
But I think the other issue is with Chelsea, they always bring in new players. They don't have time because you can't just be like, okay, because they've got all the money. They've got unlimited amounts of cash. What they do, they'll buy they basically buy a new team every season. You need at least 2-3 seasons for the team to gel. It's like what Manchester United do. Like with Mourinho, like last season, they weren't great, but he said, "I'm just gradually rebuilding the team."
It's hard though, isn't it? Because Man United haven't won in how many seasons? But Chelsea won last season, so
since Fergie left, I think.
The expectations for Chelsea are going to be higher.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially Conte's already won it.
Sure.
It's funny with Conte as well, isn't it? Because last year Juventus got to the final of the Champions League, but he wasn't in charge.
No, that's Allegri's team.
Allegri, yeah. So.
Oh, Conte was in charge the year before, wasn't he?
A couple of seasons before that, because it was funny because apparently so he took the Italy job.
Yeah.
No one rated Allegri. Then Allegri took the Juventus job. Everyone's questioning how good Allegri actually is. But apparently he's well known within the Italian managers. Like I think he's really good friends with Conte and who's the other guy? The ex-Chelsea manager, the one that was sacked for Bayern Munich.
Ancelotti.
Yeah, he's really good friends with Ancelotti. And then he's really tactically. He knows what he wants. Again, he's a really stern guy, as we saw by Bonucci. Bonucci getting transferred because he didn't agree with the manager, so they got rid of him. They could trust him. So it'll be interesting to see what they're like at the end of the season. Get time to gel again. New players.
City,
top 5. Yeah, top 5 off in Premiership. Okay. City
won 4-2 away from home. Decent.
They got 1-0 down, didn't they?
1-0 down. Yeah, they played awful. They didn't hardly get into the ball the first 20 minutes, but yeah.
But it's like Napoli looked really good, didn't they?
Yeah. They're not. They're no chumps either. Top of Serie A. Yeah. And Manchester City, very, very convincing win at the end, very clinical finishing. Sergio Aguero, 178 goals now. Top goal scorer for ever for Man City.
Some achievement, isn't it?
And it was De Bruyne again, doing what he does.
Yeah. Let me talk.
Very convincing win for Man City, and Liverpool 3-0 against Maribor. How do you rate Liverpool in the Champions League?
They're beating the small teams. They're going to get through the next stage, and then we'll see what happens when they play the big teams.
I think when Klopp gets his full strength team, pretty much Mane and Lallana back,
Sturridge.
I think he's managing Sturridge quite well.
Yeah,
he's introducing him really slowly, and then every time he scored 2 goals this season, Sturridge. Is he?
Yeah,
he's using him bit by bit. He's not rushing him back. And
he scored against Maribor. It's the first goal he's scored in the Champions League in 7 years.
Yeah.
So it says quite
First game he played in like 7 years ago. He's going to get injured again, isn't he?
He's got a team now, and he's made signings where he can afford to not use Sturridge and rush him back. Whether or not he's got plans to use him in the future is another thing. But
That's true.
I think he's still a really good striker. Definitely worth keeping
When he
in the
plays,
team.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's good, like second option. 'Cause I think it's slightly different to Firmino.
Yeah. Firmino's one of them strikers that's like
Number 10.
he doesn't do anything brilliantly, but
But did you see a bit of skill he did?
no.
Where he nutmegs like a pullback, nutmegs a defender for the penalty, and then James Milner steps up. I'm not sure if last time James Milner missed a penalty. Gog made a really good strong arm save onto the post and come out again. They've missed, I think it's like 6 penalties out of 13 this season, or on the clock.
I think Liverpool might do alright under Klopp. I think Klopp's got the Champions League experience. Won it before, hasn't he? I think we thought.
No, they
Did not
didn't win
win
it.
it. Oh, okay.
They lost to Bayern Munich.
No. But yeah, I think once Liverpool are full strength, they've got as good a chance as anyone to. Their defence is a bit leaky, but who knows?
Yeah, they won't win it, but they'll go next few rounds.
Yeah, which would be a
team
good
and lose.
I think
all the teams, all the English teams will do very well, I think.
Yeah, at least
Based on the performance.
based on
so
the
far.
performances now, you at least hope that one of them's in the final.
Which makes a good change, because usually it's like Barcelona, and Barcelona don't look great this season.
No.
Real Madrid don't look great this season. I mean, Barcelona due to Olympiacos, isn't they?
Yeah, no.
0-0, yeah.
They just couldn't break
So
it
there's
back,
only
could
so
they?
much Messi could go on for. How old is he? What, 31 now? So another 2-3 years.
It's almost like they're a bit deflated from the selling of Neymar, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's not like they've got a wealth of talent elsewhere.
Yeah, and they
It's
injured
crazy.
Dembele.
Yeah, they bought him and he got injured straight away. There's still Suarez, fucking Iniesta.
Yeah, Iniesta's a shadow of himself.
Yeah, he's getting on, but Rakitic is good. And they've got these players, but still rely on Messi. It's understandable. It's awesome.
That's the same with Madrid as well, because what are they? Are they 7th in the? There's a crisis with Real Madrid.
I think they're 4th in that.
Yeah, but it's Real Madrid, isn't it? If you don't win the league every year, and the Champions League every year, you'll get sacked.
And I think Ronaldo hasn't had.
Yeah, he's not.
Well,
statistically,
Yeah, compared to previous season, it's one of his worst seasons he's had so far. But again, it just shows how reliant they are on one.
superstar.
Don't get me wrong, they've got good players. It's just that they're over reliant on one player really. So when he doesn't perform, they don't perform.
It's whether or not they want to put their trust in the young signings like Isco and Asensio, or they're just going to go out and buy Dele Alli or Harry Kane.
They will probably get them. Not
They need a marquee signing every season. Yeah, I don't know what it was last season. Did they buy last season? Why not?
Don't know, can't remember.
Casemiro. Don't know.
Oh, they got rid of Hammers, didn't they, to
Munich.
Bayern Munich.
What did they get rid of him for?
He's crap. He did not perform well for them.
He might have wanted to leave, I think, as well.
Get first team football.
Oh, because he plays in the centre, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And it's Modric and Kroos.
And Casemiro.
Yeah, where else? Oh yeah, because when Ozil left, Hammers come in, wasn't it? Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that right? Seems like Ozil might have left.
A little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Left earlier. No, James come in and did Man U buy Di Maria off Madrid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be it then. Because he was coming in. Yeah, that might be it then.
Yeah.
And then what do you call it? But they bought Hammers in, and then they bought Bale in the same year, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I think
Bale got injured
and Isco as well, isn't it? Because Isco played
for Magla.
Magala. Yeah.
Isco's
Malaga.
keeping Bale at the side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bale's would have keeping himself outside.
I think it's injured. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Sometimes
matter how
like that,
good
isn't it?
you are. Doesn't matter how good you are, but if
you can't play,
should
you can't play.
Yeah. I suppose that's part of the greatness of Messi and Ronaldo, is that they
that's it.
injured.
They're playing week in,
Week
out.
in, week out, and they're on top.
It's
form.
not like the defenders aren't hacking their legs every
I
bloody
think
day
it's
as well.
they look after themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's laugh. Have you read about Harry Kane?
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah.
So Ronaldo, when he first went to United, the second season he bought himself he got a full-time chef.
Yeah.
And a full-time personal trainer.
Yeah.
That stay at his house.
Yeah.
Harry Kane this year has put on extra muscle mass because he's got a full-time professional chef and a full-time personal trainer.
That's good.
Yeah, it's professionalism, isn't it?
But I don't understand, if these guys are worth millions, why don't they all have a full-time personal chef that they're...
Do you know why? Because you think about it, if you're 16-year-old boy and I don't know, come from a poor background and Manchester United and you're a natural talent footballer, naturally talented. Manchester United sign you, here's 20k a week.
20K.
You could be, I don't know, in the under 18 side or whatever. You're going to think, most of the footballers like that, aren't they? They're going, okay, I've got all this money, I'm going to spend it on whatever, and they're not, a lot of them are just in it,
We'll see with Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's a good example. I mean, Rashford seems quite professional.
Very good, yeah. He's not a, what do you call it, a diva or anything. I think he's on very small salary, but I think he's earning on about 60k. That's like one of the lowest Manchester United.
Yeah.
He's not going, oh look, I'm world class, I want this much, I want this much. Just get on with the job, Just get on with the job,
And that's what I think.
But that's very rare. A lot of, you get loads of footballers now that, I want this much amount of money, or I want to,
But the things I don't understand is, it's not just that it's just Ronaldo thing. You see that even for the foreign players, none of these players they're getting paid loads of money, but none of them seem to invest in themselves as much as
exactly,
Because like if you compare it to like American sports like basketball and NFL, they all have to have a nutritionist and
exactly.
It seems like they're missing something.
I
agree with you.
It's attitude though, isn't it?
It's attitude,
From a young age, you're surrounded by so much money.
That's why Ronaldo and Messi are so good.
The attitude, the mental strength to just keep going.
Actually, did you not get a chance to see the documentary of Man City's new facilities, the new training ground?
No.
Because the new training ground, the actual room where they have the meeting is right in the heart.
Yeah.
And you can pay to have a look around. It's a circular room. Apparently, Guardiola stands in the middle and he shouts at everybody. But before you leave, the exit is where the nutritionist and the physio are. Yeah. So you can't exit the building without speaking to them.
That's good, isn't it?
So they've done it specifically for that.
They've got AC Milan. They've got like a facility like that as well.
They've built
it's like like a training facility. They've got their own like a high tech facility, like training facility. And their players, like Italian players, they're renowned for playing to like their bloody
Pirlo,
look at Pirlo,
Pirlo, Maldini, De Rossi,
the Chile,
Buffon, fucking hell, still going.
I usually
just take care of yourself.
No,
it's a olive oil, mate. Might as well move on to the
Premier League.
Games are a bit not good.
Just we should run through the scores. The first game on Saturday was Stoke 2, Leicester 2. Then it was Huddersfield 1, West Brom 0, Newcastle 0, Bournemouth 1, Southampton 0, Burnley 1, Swansea 0, Brighton 1, West Ham 1, Liverpool 4.
A lot of underdogs there, isn't it, winning?
Yeah, I watched the Leicester game. Leicester went 2-0 up.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Leicester went 1-0 up, and then what's the Swiss player? Shaqiri scores, and then Leicester went 2-1 up, and then they put Peter Crouch on, and they couldn't deal with him.
He's a super sub, isn't he? He's like 74 minutes every time he comes on.
He still got it.
Yeah, I saw a tweet on the Peter Crouch. He said, "I'm really happy to be a big player, be a sub, but as long as I come in and
fair play to him.
Come on and score."
How old is he now?
I think he's like 35 now. He's got the most headed goals in the Premier League now. I think he's 20 ahead of everybody else.
He had a good record with England as well.
Yeah. I think he could be in the England team because he's something different. Mm-hmm. So let's just say Harry Kane.
It could be a good sub, I guess.
Yeah. And he's not retired, as he said. There's an interview saying that I'm not retired from international yet.
It's so old school, though, isn't it, playing that way?
But yeah, with that age, I don't think you probably can't
start
day in day out.
No.
Well, there are a few exceptions. Yeah.
Is it Pure?
Yeah, he's taken over for Leicester.
Yeah.
They look pretty good, to be fair. They looked slightly different from before, playing quick forward, but moving the ball about.
Mara's in another good game then as well, I think.
Oh yeah, Mara did look good. So did Vardy. He actually looked good when he came on afterwards.
Is that the first game he's played?
No, he's played a couple of games, but it's the first time I've seen him.
Yeah, not really much from him since he's moved from Man City. Yeah. I suppose the other notable game was West Ham versus Liverpool.
Yeah, you get thrashed by Liverpool. I called this beforehand. I should put some money in, to be fair. But I think that's probably the end of Bilic, as much as I think it's good for him, so he can get away from the fans and these players who don't care.
How many games have been played now?
11?
Is it 11? Oh, yeah.
Quarter way through. So.
I think the stats.
I think it might be a bit harsh because it's Liverpool and it's kind of half expected.
Yeah.
But then he's not been getting results against the teams he should be, technically.
Technically, yeah.
Teams surrounded by him.
like Bournemouth and stuff like that, and Newcastle. But
what a thrashing, wasn't it? 4-1.
Yeah. The worst bit was the players didn't look like they wanted it until the second half. So it's
Lanzini looked like the only one who was trying, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame. I think some of the fans are a bit disrespectful, but I think the whole club at the moment in turmoil, on and off the field. So we'll see what happens.
Well, let's see in this current market, if Bilic goes, who would take over?
Ideally, I don't know.
Who's Pardew? Was he West Ham manager before? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. I wouldn't surprise who comes in and goes out now.
David Moyes.
Yeah, Moyes apparently Bookie's
Who's
favourite.
the Everton manager now? Is it Unsworth? Is he? Is he a caretaker manager?
Yeah.
Oh, Everton haven't sealed their manager yet, have they?
So I'm assuming whoever gets sacked, if I don't find a replacement, the caretaker manager would automatically take.
I heard Pellegrini was floating about, wasn't he?
Yeah, Pellegrini is flying back still.
What did Man City get? Just the end of his contract.
Yeah, they signed Guardiola.
Yeah, that was unprofessional, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he had one season. He won the league, and then they said signing Guardiola, and then the players looked out of focus.
Yeah, so I'm playing for this idiot. He's not the boss anymore.
Oh, what, they said they signed Guardiola when he's still the manager, like one season left.
Same with Bayern Munich, wasn't it? Jupp Heynckes, before he left, they announced that they were going to sign Guardiola to Bayern Munich.
And then he wins the Champions League.
And then he won the Champions League.
And the league, and the cup.
Who, the previous manager?
The guy who's in charge now.
Yeah, come back.
Oh, he's really good. I mean, if you get a chance Bayern Munich now, they beat Dortmund yesterday, I think 3-0.
3-1, yeah.
It's 3-1.
Robin scored, yeah.
He's putting all the youngsters in again.
Yeah.
So these players who Ancelotti couldn't get the best out, the superstars, he decided to drop them. He just decided to drop the guys who don't care.
You shouldn't do that.
So
if you're talented enough, play them.
Yeah. And then he's getting the youngsters. I thought
or just sell them,
It boils back down to attitude again, doesn't it, really?
The superstars haven't got the attitude, he's playing the youngsters.
I think Lewandowski's been looking for a move for a long time.
Yeah. Again, he probably just wants more money, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're all doing it. I'm going to go to Man United. Funnily enough, I just signed a contract for $200,000 a month.
That's been
a week, sorry.
Rooney,
did that
4 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
He said, I want to leave Manchester United, I want them to win trophies. No one bidded for him. I think Chelsea wanted to pay like $8 million for him. And in the end, Man U just
gave him
a new contract. It's going to be the English Premier League's most expensive footballer. Is it $300,000 a week?
Yeah.
That's it. Didn't do anything for like but that's typical, isn't it? That's typical,
and then the start.
And that's his worst 5 seasons ever. It was rubbish.
Yeah, and he just declined, didn't he? He's like,
he was declining after that because he said he didn't want to leave. If Messi said I want to leave, every team would want to bid for him. Every team, at least 5. I guarantee you, Manchester United, Man City, all the top teams would want.
PSG, they'd be
everyone would line up.
Well,
Rooney said I want to leave.
The first team to sign him would be Barcelona again, wouldn't it? You think the same with Man United, that they were just a bit hesitant, wouldn't they? But he's a Man United legend, isn't he? At the end of the day.
But yeah, realistically, the Premier League yesterday wasn't the greatest.
Yeah. But we've got Super Sunday coming up, which makes up for it. Maybe apart from the first game.
What's the games on Sunday?
So we've got Tottenham versus Palace. Tottenham at home. City at home to Arsenal. Chelsea at home to Man United. And Everton at home against Watford.
That'd be an interesting game. Man City versus Arsenal. Because statistically, I think they played 9 times. Was it 14 times or something like that? And I think the last 14 games, Man City have only won 1. I think they've drawn. Arsenal won half and they've drawn half or something like that. Yeah.
I think Man City win 4-0. I'm not even gonna
only if Arsenal collapse.
Yeah.
You know how that could win, how that could happen. I think if Man City scored the first 2 and then Arsenal just like can't be bothered. So
It's what do you think of this actual lineup though? Do you think Arsenal got the players to compete? Because Man City did a runner and Arsenal are looking at trying to get top
6th place, I think. I don't think they even care, to be honest. Players don't care, the manager doesn't care. I think they're just happy with. So can Arsenal beat Manchester City? Statistically, it won't be in my personal opinion no, it's all crap.
Just say it, it's just what it is, isn't it?
That's what it show's all about, isn't it? Opinions. They're going off facts. I think there's always a chance with Wenger. He's a wily old fox, isn't he? He's been in the game for ages. But I think at the Etihad and the form that City's been going on, it's too much to say that Arsenal have even got a chance.
However, Arsene Wenger knows this. Arsenal know this. Any fool knows this. So they'll probably be looking at Manchester City, their form. They're just going to park behind the bus.
Do they do that though?
Do you remember they did that last season, didn't they?
Yeah.
They parked the bus, they beat them.
Yeah.
Oh, got the
put
draw.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Sanchez up front.
And then they and then they went the next game and they got beat. Everyone's like, how can you do so well against Man City and not turn up against someone else?
Yeah, it's just that level of inconsistency.
Well, if I was the manager, put yourself in Wenger's shoes. Okay, Manchester City are winning 3 goals. They were averaging 3 goals a game in a Premiership, putting everyone away. We can't compete against them. Park behind the bus. That's what I'd do. Yeah. A lot of people criticise. Yeah.
And they've got the talent to do the counter attack.
Yeah.
It's whether they've got the talent to sustain the amount of pressure they're going to take for the 60 minutes at least.
Yeah.
Because they have to defend deep because the pace of Man City is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's an interesting affair, isn't it? Arsenal is still
It'll be the first game, won't it? Man City. And
is it the first game on Sunday?
Yeah,
so that's going to start in about.
The Chelsea and the Everton game are the 2 late ones. Both start 4:30.
So Chelsea versus Manchester United. What do you think? Mourinho going back to his old stomping grounds.
Warfest.
Yep, it's got it written all over.
Best case scenario, 1-0 to Man U on the counter after having 10% possession. That's what I think will happen.
I'm going 1-1.
Conte should be back for Chelsea, so there'll be a different team.
But he hasn't played in. He hasn't played in a while.
Yeah.
And you can't rely on just one player. So okay, if you mark someone, you can't be around the pitch, all over the pitch. If you mark one player, it just frees up space for him.
Because I think him and Bakayoko is the partnership Conte wants to play because you have 2 guys dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, Bakayoko's more of a box to box and Conte can hold, and I think if he can get them working, this will be a really interesting matchup because Man United have got injuries in the middle of the park, and this is going to be really interesting if they can actually hold out for that.
I think it's like Slaven Fabregas a bit, but he actually had quite a decent game. Not the Roma one, but the one before that in the league.
Yeah.
So you always need that creativity.
Pedro as well.
Pedro, Hazard. It's
And
shaped up to be a good game.
Yeah, Maratis has missed a couple of cities, and now he's got his couple of games under his belt. So
another one is Lukaku's back to stomping ground, and he's got a bit of a drought for his level. Was it 3 games without a goal?
Yeah, that's the penalty, wasn't it?
Did he miss the penalty?
No, he didn't. He's going to take the penalty. And then Herrera said, "No, I'm going to take it."
Herrera didn't want to take it, and Lukaku,
and then Mourinho came with, "No, you take it." Daily Blind's taking it, and Daily Blind put it away because that's what Daily Blind does.
Why did he get him to take it?
I think Daily Blind he's one of the best penalty takers because
he takes it for Holland.
Yeah.
I think Man United have a rotation system as well, don't they?
No, because Lukaku's missed I think 6 penalties of his last.
Oh, is he? Because he doesn't have finesse. Just all power.
That's all it is. He just gets the ball, he hits it in. 9 times out of 10 he hits at the keeper, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But I don't rate you. Right, as long as he gets goals, I don't care how he hits them. with his arse, with his head, with
he's
his
improving in the Premier League as well. How many goals did he get? Where was he before West Brom?
Everton.
How many goals did he get for Everton?
Look at Everton now.
6,
Look at Everton now. He carried that team.
Yeah. And there's no reason that he won't get. But he's got a lot of pressure.
He should get more because he's got the players around him.
Yeah, he scores for Belgium a lot as well.
Yeah.
It's just time.
It's just a lot of pressure.
But then we have to look at it this way. He's still 24 now. So I think
he was forming that good partnership with Pogba as well, wasn't he? And Pogba got injured.
That is true. Him and Pogba look like they're actually happy to play with each other.
Pogba
I would like to see.
Drafted him as well.
I would like to see a 3-man forward for Manchester United. I think that could happen. Lukaku, Rashford, and Martial. But I think because I thought about this, who would you play on the right? Because both Martial and Rashford, because Rashford's been keeping Martial out the side, hasn't he? They're both playing the same position. But Martial, he's a first team player for Manchester United, so I think if I was Mourinho, maybe play Rashford on the right.
The problem is they all want to play down the middle, don't they?
Yeah.
They've all got that striker instinct, and
I think Lukaku would be the best.
Number one because he's proven himself.
They could all play in the middle, but I think Lukaku can't be a winger. He can't.
No. He can run the channels.
He can't control.
He can
He's got no first touch. He'll just kick it out of touch. First touch, just kick it out of touch.
And then you got
fall over.
You got Zlatan coming back potentially as well. So impact player.
Yeah, I think he'll be a sub. I think he knows he's had his day.
Yeah.
Or you know what? I think he can still play.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, like Henrik Larsson used to be there, didn't it? When he came to Man United, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Goal machine.
So what do you think? Do you actually think Man United are going to go? Mourinho's going to go to play football, or do you think they're going to defend?
I'd want him to play football, but
And
I'm
get
going to
the
be
one
honest.
there.
He's
They're missing a lot of players.
Yeah,
It
he's
seems
just gonna
like without
fight
Pogba and Fellaini, he doesn't want to play football.
Mm.
It seems like he's content to sit back and hit him on the counter, and that's it's probably affecting.
That would probably make sense, though, wouldn't it? Because you haven't got that dynamic player,
Yeah.
and Mata hasn't, because he could create chances.
I like
as
Mata.
well,
I
but
think Mata's a brilliant player.
he hasn't got that big enough impact.
No,
Yeah.
he helps other people. Like he makes other players play better. I think that's his role in the team. He runs the channels. He runs in between, behind the lines, and opens the gaps up. And if no one else is reading the game that he's on, then it's kind of mixed up, isn't it?
So I honestly think he might start with Rashford, Lukaku, and Mkhitaryan, and for this match, because I think Mkhitaryan will be able to hold the ball better for this game.
He's had a mediocre season, isn't he? So far.
Yeah, he's like in and out. He's for the Champions League he plays really well.
Some of
League,
his
he's quite
calibre,
good.
yeah. Wow.
It's
Some of his calibre.
it's again he's a lot of these teams have their star players, don't they? And then you get the other players who are really good.
Yeah, sure.
But you know, if the star player isn't playing well, then the other players don't play well. But at the start of this season, it was looking like Pogba might have been that guy, and then obviously Fellaini come in and started playing well as well. And Mkhitaryan is not a guy to take the game by the scruff of the neck and win it. It's just not.
How long was Pogba out for?
The first thing I've heard now is they're not rushing him back, so they don't actually know. I heard rumours he'll be back Christmas next month, because they said it was. When I saw the injury, I thought it could be bad, and then they first said it was 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. I was like, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So now they're not sure yet. They're not going to give him time yet. They're going to give him as much time as possible. There's no one rushing him back. Can you imagine someone of his power?
Yeah.
And we've got Everton versus Watford. Guys, it's got to be Watford all day long, isn't it?
Watford lost in there last week. I can't remember.
They lost to Chelsea.
Yeah, they lost to Chelsea. They were unlucky,
And I think
weren't
they lost again last
That
week.
Richarlison sort of scored a hat-trick.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
What
that.
happened? Did they win?
Richarlison. No, they lost to Chelsea.
They
But
missed the open headers and the open
Yeah.
goals.
was that last week?
I feel like it was 2 weeks
No, I
ago.
think Chelsea was 2 weeks ago.
What was the Troy Deeney incident?
Oh, that was Watford
Yeah,
versus.
he got
They lost again.
Pinched that guy's face, didn't he?
That's
what,
Stoke.
just his cheeks.
That was against Stoke.
Is that it?
No, yeah, he gouged his face.
Joe Allen, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Joe Allen. That was against Stoke.
What's that three match ban?
That was a 3-match ban.
What was worse, that face pinch or Evra's cross?
Depends what Joe Allen said to Troy Deeney.
Because the best bit about that was Joe Allen was half his size, but he was not backing down. So he was giving it
Scrappy
time.
little guy, isn't he?
What would you think about this? What do you call it? Everything, because everyone's played World Cup finals and all. That.
Evra's really good,
And then
top class player.
He's
Really, really
before
good.
this.
So
Just got
reliable.
the trophies to prove it.
Really good, amazing
he's
player.
playing
He can
really
still
crap
play. Yeah.
he's playing really crap this season for Marseille.
Well,
And then the fans are getting on his back. But for a player to kick a fan, you don't think it's just what they've just come out and said was go home and just make a podcast. It's going to be something more than that.
Yeah, it was weird because he was before the game. He was taking pictures with fans. He seemed in good spirits, and just walking down. He's like, "I'm gonna kick this guy in the head."
Oh no, because do you know what happened? So he's warming up, so they're booing him.
Yeah.
It must have
Half an hour beforehand, training camp booing. Then he booted some balls into the fans,
Yeah.
and then the players went up there to calm him down, and then he went over to the players. They apparently started saying something, but they're not saying. None of the fans said anything what it is. But it's got to be something racist for him to absolutely lose it. He's not going to take that.
Yeah,
Why should he take that?
He's a nice guy, very nice guy, but it's just you should just bite your tongue, shouldn't you? But he was provoked, apparently with his own fans, and they're booing him, they're calling him, they're giving him racist charge. Yeah, so he shouldn't have done that, but he shouldn't. Well, he's been fired now, hasn't he, for Marseille?
Is he been fired now?
But that's a bit.
It gets to a certain point though where he's
5-match ban, 10-match ban at the most. You shouldn't fire him. I mean,
But then you might as well just retire, innit? Because he's coming to the end of his career anyway, I think, and he's done it all. And he's
I think at that age, you can't do that day because he's like a left-sided player.
Yeah, that's
He's
a
not
lot.
left back yet. It's a lot.
It's a lot to do in it. I'm running up and down the wings. But what's he now? 34, 35?
I think it's 35. Yeah.
But he's probably taken that type of abuse for years, and you just get to a point where you snap, and then that's it. And that was that moment, and you know.
But he's got nothing else to prove. He's got all the medals.
World Cups, Euros,
exactly.
Champions League.
He should be tied, but nothing else to prove. Has he?
He should
be tied. He should become a pundit. I think he'd be a good pundit
Apparently
or comedian or something. Yeah.
Apparently, his internet personality. He's got loads of followers on his Instagram and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
So if you listen to this ever, I support you 100%.
Yeah.
Good for you, mate. Keep kicking like Canada.
We should get him as a special guest. I love this game. I listen to your podcasts every week. I love you, Andy. I love you, Naheem. Hey, how you doing? Yay! It's Sunday, and I'm loving this game. I love these podcasts. Yay!
Speaks better English than Martial does.
Yeah, we do cover Tottenham Crystal Palace.
Yeah, do you know why? Because if fucking Tottenham got trounced them.
Yeah.
I'm going 3-0 Tottenham.
1-0 Man U.
I'm going 1-0 Chelsea Man U.
1-1 Arsenal Man City.
1-1.
Everton Watford. I think 2-0. 2-0.
3-1 City. 3-1 to City, I think.
I think Tottenham win 2-0. Arsenal lose, I think 4-0. City, Chelsea United, I think that's going to be 1-1. And Everton Watford, I don't know. Everton Watford's going to be tight, I think.
Watford.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0 to Watford.
I'm going to go 1-0 Watford.
Hopefully we remember it next week.
I'll put the scores up underneath this when I put this up on the video on YouTube. See underneath it.
Anyway, moving on. UFC.
What
a night, eh? UFC 217.
It was definitely worth staying up for.
This was crazy.
The main card was just amazing. One of the best cards.
All of them, yeah.
We started watching from
OSP
versus Brunson.
Corey Anderson.
Okay, Brunson. That was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, over insane. But did you watch that?
I watched.
It was
no. I watched the last.
Oh, you watched
4.
all the main cards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a fight in the undercards, quite good.
How many? You know, in the UFC, whatever the number is that a main event? Is it UFC?
Yeah, this is
in the main events. How there's usually 4, 5.
There's
5 on the main card.
5 on the main card and 4 on the undercard.
Yeah? 4 on the undercard and then 3 on the thing. But one fight got dropped, so OSP got pushed up from the Facebook internet one into the main events, into the prelims.
Okay. So prelims and the main card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them are exclusive to Fight Pass only. Isn't it?
Yeah, they have 3 fights usually.
Sure.
And then they have like the Fox Sports 1 prelims.
It's free to watch to get everyone to get involved into.
Yeah, there's usually like a decent card to headline the prelims to get you to buy the pay-per-view following.
Oh, so the Fight Pass is free, yeah? Anyone can watch.
Fight Pass
you
is
have to pay monthly subscription.
£5, and that's only to watch the smaller fights, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can upgrade to watch the.
And it's pay-per-view for the main event. And the Fox Sports
the pay-per-view, the main event is like the 5 fights, yeah.
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 Also different like levels, okay. And this is all on the UFC website.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, from top to bottom, it's quite good, isn't it?
It's crazy. Shall we start with the main event, work our way down?
Yeah.
Or do you want to start at the bottom and work our way up?
The start of the main card, so Johnny Hendricks versus Paulo Borrachinha Costa.
This guy is massive.
This is at middleweight.
This is the guy we had to put the stats on. We have no idea who this guy was, and when we saw him turn up, this guy is like...
I hate to say, but like, you know...
He looked like he's eating the steroids, but he did gas.
He did
gas badly, but...
Who is he? Where's he from? What's his background?
Brazilian,
10 fights, 10 knockouts, I think.
Coming into it.
Yeah.
1 submission, 5 TKO over punches, 9 TKO over punches.
Just absolute
steam
unit, mate. Unit.
He just looked massive.
He was like posing in the camera, was flexing his
to be
biceps.
fair, he looked like a really good personality. So I'm kind of glad there's someone new coming through.
No, Vitor Belfort. He looked like him.
Massive, man.
He looked like him back in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
He was on voids, wasn't he?
He was having Roy's for breakfast.
To be fair, watching his legs didn't look that massive, so he looked...
Skip leg day. No, his thighs are massive.
But his butt wasn't that big.
Doesn't squat.
But.
Yeah, if you compare that to Tyron Woodley looked like...
Yeah, but he's got some...
wrestling powers. Yeah.
Powers come from the butt.
Johnny Hendricks just got steam trained.
26, yeah.
It got to round 2, didn't it?
Yeah.
Was it round 3?
Round 2, because the first round, Brina's cut the body kicking him.
Oh yeah, it's like welt's coming up, and then
He looks like Ricky Martin.
Good looking lad, give him that. Posing and all that. It's just. He just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, Hendricks got a little bit more confident when he started tagging Borrachina, but Borrachina was just like egging him on, wasn't he? He was like, that's not hurting, which most fighters do when it does hurt.
But his nose started bleeding.
He got tagged a little bit, and then he
started to fire back.
Yeah, it caught him with a weird short left straight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then that just started the ball rolling. I think he got him with a head kick.
Then he started falling down, he kept throwing head kicks, and then he just started pounding his head.
Johnny Hendricks is tough as nails, man, but it's too much to ask. He looks small, even though he was like, God knows how much he would have weighed for that fight. He just doesn't look like the old Johnny Hendricks.
He shouldn't be in that weight division.
He should just retire. You know when like fighters get peaks, don't they? He had his peak. There's no coming back.
No.
Not everyone's like Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, but Lawler took 5 years out.
Yeah, where your career spans like in 15, 20 years.
Question marks over his career, if it's clean or not as well.
So the middleweight division's there for Borrachina to go through. Other than the top 5 or 6 middleweight fighters, it's a pick a minute.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was reading the Twitter feed for this fight, and apparently Derek Brunson didn't seem too impressed, and he's not wanting to fight Borrachina because he thinks he's on the old juice. But it's not up to him. So
most of them are. Well, I wouldn't say you're innocent to proven guilty, but you've got to assume most of them are probably on him.
Yeah.
You have to have faith in the drug testing system. Otherwise, it's just a farce, isn't it?
Yeah, what's the point?
So another quite relevant matchup was Wonderboy versus Masvidal. Quite, on paper it was a decent fight.
Yeah, I had Masvidal winning the first round and then lost the next 2. It was close.
It was technical, as we knew it would be, Wonderboy. Because Masvidal couldn't figure him out.
He did land leg kicks, like 46 leg kicks. Masvidal. Wonderboy's legs had welts all over inside.
He wasn't even checking them.
Yeah, but it's just, I think it was the size difference. Masvidal looked a bit small compared to Wonderboy.
Yeah, he's coming up from lightweight, isn't he?
Yeah. Speed was, it's just trying to figure out the puzzle that is Wonderboy.
This game, I just think Masvidal should have pressured more. The fighters like Matt Brown back in the day pressured Wonderboy, took him down, made him make him work for the takedown, but he's probably just afraid of getting.
Do you think his wrestling's good enough to take him down though?
He's a good grappler, Masvidal, but maybe the takedown side of it.
It's different, isn't it? Because you have to be like someone of the champ, Tyron Woodley, or crazy NCAA champ, other than the fingering incident with Johnny Hendricks.
That didn't sound good. Yeah, Wonderboy moves ahead, and there's no chance he gets a title shot as long as Woodley's in the belt holder, which, God knows what happens now.
Because the judges gave it, 30-26, 30-27, 30-27?
Yeah, I didn't see a 10-8 rounds, I don't know where that come from. But.
Nah. It was weird, he just couldn't figure out the range, kept getting in and out with just 1 punch, 2 punch, get out. It's typical Wonderboy.
Yeah, that's what he does, stance, switch in. He looked good. He said he himself kind of did a post-fight interview that he was coming off and he had a knee injury layoff, so if that's what he looks like after that, then, fair play to him.
Yeah, 8 months, wasn't it? 8 months out.
It's quite a lot of options at welterweight. That goes,
it's quite deep.
Rank 10 deep and further. So fights with Darren Till, Colby Covington, pick him. So on to probably arguably the performance of the night. I don't know what won the performance of the night, but this.
Yeah, I would check the post-conference, UFC post-conference.
Rose Namajuanas defeats Joanna Jędrzejczyk in the first round.
Where's Namajuanas? Where's she from? Is she American?
Yeah,
American,
Polish descent, probably, is she?
I don't know.
I think it's like some sort of Hispanic descent.
Okay. Namajuanas.
I think she's from Denver. I think they currently reside in Denver.
Her and her partner, what's his name?
Pat Barry,
ex-UFC fighter.
Is he a man or woman?
Man.
A man, yeah.
He's huge. He's the one who got knocked out by Czech Congo. Crazy fight. It's just hilarious. But
this
would you say that's a shock, though?
Well, this. It's I'm never.
Anything can happen in UFC.
Anything can happen.
It's like when Conor McGregor got choked by
Diaz.
Diaz. Oh, that's.
But the thing is, no one said Jackie is getting knocked out on her feet.
Yeah.
Because becoming this fight, Rose hasn't knocked anyone out. That's no one. That's the first stoppage by KO.
Especially got hands as well.
Yeah, that's the first one.
She was like a duck and a weave.
Always,
left hook.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It was
shot.
a crazy, beautiful
And
shot.
again, it's more the fact that, you know, when you see a fighter that's invincible finally look human.
No one's invincible.
It happened, like.
Ronda Rousey. She started the women's division. Well, she was like the
mainstream
girl behind it. And when she got beat by Holly Holm, everyone's like, "Whoa, that's a shock." No,
but
she's a judo fighter.
Yeah, it wasn't a shock because Holly Holm is a world champion kickboxer and she knocked Ronda out via a head kick.
Yeah, exactly.
This, Joanna's a world champion kickboxer.
And
Rose Namajuanas is a good all-round MMA fighter.
Yeah.
And
she beat her
knocked
around game.
Yeah. Because she hadn't been beaten this time.
Emphatically.
Yeah.
Cause
knocked her on her ass.
Yeah, I'm not sure she got hit properly because every time she tried to come forward, she come back again.
Yeah.
And she couldn't figure out the distance. It looked like Rose was quicker. And it's the first time.
She was
pointing the angles.
It comes down to MMA striking, doesn't it? You could be the world champion kickboxer, but when it comes to MMA,
one punch.
I think she dropped her on her ass in the beginning of the round. And the commentators were like, "Oh, it's a flash knockdown." It wasn't. You could see Jacek was visibly slower. She was more plodding on her feet.
Yeah, she got knocked down twice.
And then that crazy left. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then just like panning the face in. I think the refs
just strike.
Yeah, I think the refs should have stopped that earlier. I don't understand.
Unlucky for you because you had it.
I had a submission. I had put money on Rose to win.
Or Rose to win by submission.
Yeah.
What odds for that? That'd be really good.
I had
100 to
20,
1.
No, I got 28 to 1.
28 to 1. Okay, £1.
That's the thing. If I would have had her winning, which I can't remember if I said I did.
No,
I think I went. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I would have chosen Rose by submission.
Yeah.
Never would I have thought
Knockout.
knockout.
Yeah, it's the first time.
A knockout would have been even better odds, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you look at probably 50 to 1.
Yeah. In the first round as well. Imagine if you put the first round knockout.
Is she a takedown specialist now? Oh, she's just
an
good all
all-round,
round.
yeah.
She's good off her back. Like, the jiu-jitsu is really good. She's got tricky jiu-jitsu. If you know what I mean. She's quite unorthodox.
She changed it really well. The funny thing is, I shouldn't be surprised because she did that to what my favourite fighter in that division is the Cry High. She threw the sneaky kick that caught her out of nowhere.
As Michelle Watson was backing.
Yeah, and Michelle Watson's a brilliant
karate.
Stand-up practitioner.
Karate specialist, and she knocked her out.
And then she finished her with a submission because she got on the head kick that come out low of the shoulder, and this was knocked out the champ and stand-up punching. So
they're all attributing it to Namajuanas working with Trevor Whitman.
Yeah, who's renowned, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great coach that works up in Denver. So they've worked on his striking a lot, and
countering.
I think they were mentioning on the broadcast team that Joanna's been in so many wars.
Yeah, do you think she's slower?
And it's the time clicker on the chin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like
there's only so much punishing you can take.
Everyone's got a time clicker on their chin, and
she had 7 wars.
She got caught by Kowalkiewicz, didn't she? In the last fight, so you know you can't really say
invincible for everything.
No, you can't say the writings on the wall was like hindsight's 20/20, but in hindsight now, looking back at it, the wars do take their toll, and she does like a 25-minute fight, doesn't she? But yeah, good for Rose, and potentially who's waiting in the wings.
There's loads of fight because now Jacek cleared that division other than Rose. She's beaten everyone top 6. So now you've got
Gadeja.
What's the other one? The short
Andrade.
one. Yeah, Jessica Andrade.
It's good styles fights.
They're all stand-up fighters who want to bang. But I
think Gadeja's going to be a good fight.
I think Thug Rose is really marketable for the UFC.
Yeah.
To be fair,
quite interesting modest,
and I think she's very religious as well.
Yeah, she's really happy as well.
Yeah.
If you watch all the interviews, they're in the. She's like, I'm really active on social media.
Oh shit.
So she's just sitting in the back garden with like a little hat on saying love and all that. So she's really happy.
Yeah, the post-fight speech. She's like, yeah, just make love, not war, and then knocking motherfuckers out.
But yeah, she's really promotable. To be fair, the former champ, Jacek, she's promotable. She's massive in Poland, so yeah, she's onto a winner there. Good division.
Could be a nice little trio of fights if they could set them up, because that division isn't very deep
Yeah.
So they're all going to end up facing each other. Next was a banger of a fight.
Cody versus
Cody No Love Garbrandt
Dillashaw.
versus TJ. What's his nickname? Dillashaw, is it? Is that his official nickname?
oh Dilbert.
Gilbert. Doug.
Doug.
TJ Dillashaw.
Oh,
God, they just look like children. Do you see the? I saw a lot of the
the prelims.
the
The build-up.
pre-fight build-up.
They
Weren't they
teammates.
Were they teammates or were they sparring partners?
Sick of it, man. They
Do you want to explain this to Andy, Matt?
drew it out. Basically, there's a team called Team Alpha Male.
Yeah.
Do you know Uriah Faber? No, he used to be UFC fighter, WC fighter.
Got a massive chin.
Yeah, he's got a big bum chin, and he owns this gym with loads of fighters fight. These both fought in that gym. So TJ Dillashaw was the first guy to win the belt for Team Alpha Male as the team.
So that's this is two teams within a gym, yeah.
No, they were all under one gym.
Uh-huh.
One name, Team Alpha Male, was the gym, and then there had loads of fighters that would fight for Team Alpha Male.
They represent the gym against other gyms. Okay.
Yeah, they were like
They were there just trying to be.
they were the team. They're like a real team.
Yeah.
They're all friends.
They all just struggled to beat former champ Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
Not one person that gym could beat Dominic
Yeah,
Cruz.
you're right. I tried 3 times. He couldn't beat him. And he beat him once, didn't he?
Yeah,
back in the WC.
first time.
But then after that, when Cruz became champion, they couldn't beat him, and he just kept knocking off all of these Team Alpha Male fighters. And then finally, when Cruz got injured, Dillashaw fought Hernan Barao, who at the time was unstoppable, and he ended up stopping him in a really impressive performance. And then it was all happy, fun and games, but the trainer that they brought in at Team Alpha Male to coach Dillashaw wanted to move away.
You got offer in Denver, was it?
Denver, yeah.
He set up his own gym. He set up his
Elevation Fight Team or something.
Yeah.
They set it up, and then TJ wanted to go and fight with Dwayne Ludwig, his name is, and because Team Alpha Male is like a fraternity, they saw it as a betrayal. Like, oh, you're going to fight over there, you're going to give them secrets to what we do, you're not allowed to come back here. But Dillashaw was friends with everyone Team Alpha Male, and he was like, no, I want to come back, like, we're still friends. But it broke off like a fucking ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend scenario.
Just because he wanted to train somewhere else.
Yeah, and they didn't like it. Team Alpha Male didn't like it, and it got sour grapes in there. And I don't really know how involved Cody was at the start, because he came quite late.
Yeah,
didn't he?
They both were in the same
the build-up.
team.
Cody said, what really annoyed me was that he told me to my face, I want to stay, and then he left 2 weeks later. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you lying to me and all that? I'm just thinking,
Who cares, man?
this is if honestly, Andy, if you got in a gym and you building your own gym
Yeah.
in another town,
Yeah.
what do you do? You go and build your own gym in another town to make yourself money. You use it for your own career.
Yeah.
And these guys, it felt really
That's like
weird.
Manchester United fans saying, "Oh, Ronaldo, you're a traitor." Yeah.
That's
That's exactly
Joke,
what it is.
isn't it?
That's what it is. And
Do whatever you want.
No, but this is not the Man United fan. This is like Man United players saying Ronaldo, you're a traitor. That's even worse. It's like
it's Alex Ferguson
if you
saying
wanna go
Ronaldo, you're a traitor. This
Really?
scenario. Because I think it's stemmed.
Better your career or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know, whatever his reason for training in another
yeah,
gym.
but the thing is, he is better for leaving. That's the weird bit about it.
Good for you. Yeah.
I don't know the setup, but I think a lot of it stems from Uriah Faber, the head of the gym, because of basically, if you're fighting for Team Alpha Male, they're getting the cut of the winnings, and when you're the champ, you get a big percentage. Blah 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 blah.
Promotion.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and then Cody managed to defeat
Dominic Cruz,
Cruz.
and he was doing all the dancing and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
and that's the guy Dominic.
Now, yeah, and TJ never.
No, TJ lost to Dominic Cruz on a split decision
Yeah,
for the belt.
he never feels that was a close fight, to be fair.
Yeah.
Razor close. And then now coming
So
back
Cody
around,
was expected to.
Yeah, I had Cody
Yeah.
beating him.
Till Dillashaw earned his title shot back now, and now you've got this good rivalry. Probably get a few fights at him, I reckon.
Yeah,
I believe it's not going to be the last time you see him.
because the first round,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Garbrandt
didn't he?
caught him flush on the chin, man, and
right at the end of the
saved
round,
by the
wasn't
bell.
it?
Yeah. He got up, staggered back to his corner, like, oh.
And Dillashaw was giving it. Cody was giving it. You know, I'm gonna finish you next
He
round.
was doing all the dancing again, like, no, you missed me here, you missed me there, and then fucking
Caught him with the-
Dillashaw landed.
Left hook again. Left
It
hook.
was
Right.
it started off with the left kick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because Dillashaw will come out the second round, loading up his kicks.
yeah.
Went to body, got kick, got to body, and then he threw a head kick, and Cody didn't see it and just dropped him, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's just a flash."
Yeah, I thought it was a slap kick.
Yeah.
But actually, looking back at the replay, it was good technique.
Clean hit, and then Cody was a bit shaken.
Yeah, and then they get into a bit of a phone box altercation, and then Garbrandt's hook was too short, and Dillashaw's was spot on.
But the funny bit
eyes
was,
go in the back of his head.
The funny bit was, I think before that, in the scrappy exchanges, Cody was getting the better of Dillashaw.
He was definitely landing the better strikes. But it's a great performance. Jumped out of my seat when I watched it.
Yeah, screaming at the top of my voice at 3 in the morning.
No, it's a good fight.
And then he just pounded his face in, and then he shouted at his face afterwards. And then they hugged it out.
Yeah, it seemed cordial afterwards. God knows what they would have said in the post-fight press conference.
I really want to find out afterwards, but yeah. They hugged it out.
We're giving that again on.
Oh, well, I reckon so.
Sell the second. But Dillashaw said it at the interview afterwards, immediately. He goes, it's not the end of Cody.
No.
He'll probably have more than
He's
one.
still quite young, isn't he?
25, 26?
Yeah.
He got Cruz versus Rivera. The winner of that will probably fight Dillashaw, and then Cruz. Garbrandt would have to fight some other bantamweight.
Yeah.
But then Dillashaw wanted to fight DJ, didn't he?
Yeah, Dillashaw called out the champ of the flyweight division. He goes, he wants to fight down below. He said he'd lose the weight for it. So interesting.
Everyone wants the 2 belts, don't they? So you get the money.
Yeah, promotion. Good for UFC.
So congrats to Dillashaw.
And then coming up to what was the biggest event so far of the year, I reckon. Bisping versus the return of George St. Pierre.
Yeah, the build up to it, so I was like not interested whatsoever. And then slowly but surely,
When you
leading
come
up to
to
it,
the
it's just
ring.
like, yeah, she can't help it. Just the GCP's such a legend, isn't he? And you think, oh, what the hell's going to happen?
I thought the size
I
was
think it would be a close fight, but I'd thought GSP would win it.
Oh, yeah,
He's
I
got a
thought-
better Arsenal, isn't he?
I didn't think it. I just honestly thought GSP would be too small. When they came into the ring, GSP
massive,
was massive.
He's massive. I think stuff like fighting a fighter that's putting on more weight and you're the bigger guy. Bisping didn't really fight.
Like the bigger guy.
Yeah, it's very tentative, but George's jab is just world class.
Do you know why? Because Bisping's what was it? Pressure fight, is it?
Yeah, he's a pressure
Yeah.
fighter. He's a
He
speed
was very
fighter.
cautious then because of his takedown.
I'll take that the jab.
Oh, yeah, and the jab, yeah.
Jab, yeah.
Come on, jab.
After round 2, Bisping caught GSP, didn't
Yeah,
he? They got
so
his
the
respect a little bit.
Yeah, the first round, I think Bisping was aware of the takedown, wasn't he? So he caught with the jab, and he couldn't figure him out.
Yeah.
And he kept getting leg kick, and then he was throwing Superman jab. That's
Oh,
stunning.
Yeah.
Caught Bisping clean in the face.
Classic GSP.
And Bisping didn't know where he was in the ring.
Knocked him down, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell was that? He started laughing, because Bisping started laughing, because Bisping loves it. And then, at the end of the first round, he takes Bisping down, and Bisping
Pops back up.
just pops
Yeah,
back up.
yeah.
Yeah, and then...
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Then in the start of the second round, Bisping looks sharper, and GSP
That's
looks
because
textured.
he put on that extra weight, and he was breathing heavily.
Yeah, you
Bisping
see
can
it.
see
I
it as
remember
well.
the commentary. He said, "Okay, this is only the second round, and he's starting to gas, and this is when
Bisping puts it
Bisping
on.
starts to put it on because he could go on. His condition is really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
For middleweight. Yeah.
And then he starts pushing
It
it.
took
pretty
him
on.
down. It took him down. Took Bisping down.
And Bisping got straight
Bisping
Done more damage from the
Done more
bottom.
damage, yeah, from the bottom, yeah.
Broke his nose.
Yeah, broke his nose,
nose
cut his
and
eyes.
cut his eyes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And top of his head, it was a gash on top of his
You know,
head.
it's the elbows. Really clever technique from Bisping, because he knew he's not going to get up instantly, so he just grabbed his head and just started elbowing it.
Historically, GSP's face always marks quite easily.
Both of them do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair, yeah.
So you can't really gauge it. Like, at the end of his fights that GSP's won, he's always got black eyes, blood running down his face.
And it's the takedown, wasn't it?
Mm.
And he's ripped his box out. The
Oh yeah,
Bisping's
the cup broke.
ripped
yeah,
out.
Mad.
His what broke?
His cup, the protection.
Oh, Bisping's.
Yeah.
What?
So you know when he took him down the second round,
Oh, I see.
and
He
you
landed
see
on
his
it.
arse.
Yeah.
GSP pulled Bisping's shorts off. I
Yeah.
think that's when it ripped as he put it down. I've never seen that happen before in the UFC. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. But and then Bisping had to fight with like a loose cup, which is quite weird.
And then come third round.
It's crazy. Jabs.
Yeah.
Bisping looked good.
Yeah, he was coming on strong, wasn't he?
And
He
then
was starting to get the
GSP
centre of the
started
ring.
to
If it wasn't that, I think if GSP had to do what he had to do, because as soon as he took him down, it should just because he's just very smart, isn't it? I think in his mind, he'd be like, I can't go on like this.
No, he's got to do
as
something drastic.
As soon as I give him a bit of trouble, as soon as he goes down, I'm just going to go in for the kill. That's exactly what he done.
But the funny thing was, on the exchange, which was a left hook that knocked out Bisping. If you watch Bisping, he's throwing a left up, thinking GSP's going to go for a takedown. And that's where he got caught.
That's the thing about GSP, you just don't know. You know he's going to do a takedown, you know he's going to do a jab, you know he's going to do a side kick, but you don't know when he's going to do it. So
not only that, he's
very,
one of the most high IQ fighters out there. But he's got a high IQ cornerman in Sahabi, Freddie Roach in his corner, and John Danaher, his jiu-jitsu coach. It's just he's got an all-star team, an all-star team, corner team, and to go with the fact that he's so clever, fight IQ-wise, that's why he's a legend.
Very, very good.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to start him. Like, when's the last time he knocked someone out in welterweight?
When's the last time Bisping got stopped with an overhand left?
Never.
He got done by Dan Henderson with the H-bomb. The last time for Dan Henderson put his
knocked down
three times. But he got up.
He ate a flying knee from Anderson Silva and still managed to get up.
But do you think this is it?
Do
you think at the age of 38 now, Bisping?
Bisping,
he's had so many wars. Do you think his chin is starting to go?
I always go back to the clicker. How many times can he get nailed on the chin?
I give it to him, man. He took crazy amount of elbows from GSP. And
by the time that choke come on, he was out. He wasn't there. I don't think even they said it in the broadcast team. They didn't know it. That's one of them chokes we just give it to the guy. He couldn't even defend it, so he went out.
Yeah.
Fair play went out on his shield. And then again.
How'd you go out? Is it here? Is it on the side?
Blood restriction.
It says on the, if I squeeze hard enough.
Then you talk like Mike Tyson.
5 seconds. If you get a chance, go on YouTube. If you get a chance.
If you start that shit, that's when you're dead, isn't it?
Yeah, the windpipe. They crush your windpipe. That's a blood choke, isn't it?
That's what's his name. The Gracies. If you go online, the Gracies, they also 5 seconds maximum when you're practicing.
Really?
Yeah, and then because you start losing. To be fair,
I know we should do it. So do it really, really gently, and as soon as you touch, let go.
Yeah. Because I met Dan Henderson. In a conference years ago, and he got me in a rear naked choke. Within 3 seconds, I lost the vision around the edge of my thighs.
Your thighs?
With my eyes.
So with the rear naked choke, so you just squeeze that way,
Yeah.
So with to kill someone, you just put your head forward, I assume, like that.
Yeah, it's literally you just couldn't get out.
That. And
you're meant to face into the pit of your arm.
And the guy as strong as GSP on the squeeze. He's done it 1,000 times.
Basically bicep curl, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Just squash your head. But
GSP there around the back of the head, so they can't pull the glove. But he went in the state to pull the glove anyway.
Because coming into this match, I did not expect GSP to do it. I honestly didn't.
Yeah, I thought he would win, but it's mad, isn't it? You just never know because there's no precedence for it. So
no.
Very good fight, Williams.
Yeah. Oh man, crazy.
Round 2.
I wouldn't.
Because they said, what was his name? Joe Rogan said, "What's next for you?" And that's not my natural
weight division.
But he's keeping his options open.
I'd do that. Yeah, people would pay to see a rematch. I'd like to see a rematch. I think Bisping and
because Whittaker's still out for 7 months, isn't it? Whittaker's out for ages.
Yeah, he's done his legging.
Yeah.
Knee, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, Whittaker's the interim champion.
I don't think GSP would be interested.
No, I said so.
Unless it's against Bisping.
GSP will go for the money, and I think he might save out for a McGregor fight.
Or a Diaz fight, what do you think? A Diaz fight would be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
Well, rematch.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Did he fight Nick Diaz before?
Yeah.
And he won, yeah?
And Diaz came up with a funny statement like, he's got someone in my camp. How did he know every time I was going to throw a kick?
That was the jiu-jitsu. He knew to set up for the armbar or stuff like that. It was like,
just clever, isn't it?
Yeah. It's called drilling.
GSP versus McGregor. I don't think that's... Come on.
Can you imagine what that...
Say that though, but that's the money. And the people owning the UFC are all about money fights. How do you think this fight happened?
Oh yeah.
This fight had no business happening.
Conor McGregor's even said it. He even said the last interview I had from him, he goes, he doesn't care about what fight, he won't defend his belt. He goes, he wants points in the company for a thing. And if they say GSP versus him, they will sell.
That
would be massive. Yeah. You talk about the two biggest pay-per-view stars ever, like apart from Ronda maybe. but
it's unreal.
Yeah, but you got to think of the other side. If I was Conor McGregor, let's be realistic. Who would win? Okay, I'll easily come on GSP.
I wouldn't put it past Conor because he hits freaking hard.
He's just one-dimensional though, isn't he?
it's
How good's is he do jiu-jitsu? I think he does jiu-jitsu, doesn't he?
He trains.
he definitely
well,
trains.
doesn't
Yeah,
He's more of a striker, isn't
mixed
he?
martial arts, but
I'll pay to see
GSP,
that.
GSP would
I
put him on his arse.
yeah,
He's just got too much. He's too smart. You know, he's.
Because GSP said it at the interview, he goes, he's the hardest he's been hit ever in his career by Bisping.
He don't want to fight him again.
He's like, I'm not fighting this fighter again.
That's true. Yeah, he's honest.
Yeah.
One weight class above. Yeah.
I mean, GSP definitely will have more of the tools to beat McGregor,
But
but
McGregor to the speed against him.
yeah,
And it's his,
I think he's
different-
smarter, isn't
it's a
he?
different level of power as well. Like Bisping obviously got heavy hands,
Yeah.
but McGregor's like
Fast,
a
isn't he?
piston.
Yeah.
It's
Like his strikes are sharper, aren't they?
Yeah.
You don't
Like
see him
against
come.
Alvarez, Alvarez's head was just like pinging back and forth.
Yeah, no one's ever done to Eddie Alvarez. That's what I said. At the end of Eddie Alvarez fight, I said, I'd love to see him fight Tyron Woodley. Purely because...
A McGregor fight time would.
Yeah, purely because I want to see how good Tyron Woodley's chin is.
Woodley's a welterweight as well. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's
massive
huge.
weight, yeah.
But then again, in the...
Is it Romero welterweight as well?
No,
he's
he's
middleweight.
middleweight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He could be a light heavyweight, I think.
Yeah.
the
He looks like a
missile-
light heavyweight, doesn't he?
He is.
I think Bisping's the smallest out of the champs.
Yeah.
Maybe Whittaker might be similar in size. Whittaker's a small middleweight as well.
Yeah.
But having said that, he's probably still bigger than Bisping.
Has Whittaker ever fought Bisping? No.
Nah,
No.
that was meant to be the fight, but Whittaker got injured.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was good to see. It was
yeah,
good to see
amazing,
GSP back.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So what do you think for
No
Bisping
ring
next?
bus.
Bisping, I think, will retire.
I think he wants one more fight in England. I think he wants one more fight in England, and then he can call it. And the key question is, who do you think he'd give it to?
They were saying on the broadcast, wasn't it? Is Rockhold going to fight?
Yeah, that'd be good fun. Rock holder.
Revenge
Might as
is
well do the
us.
trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think because
they should do. Yeah.
the thing with Rockhold,
They're still beef with him, isn't
yeah, he's hot-headed. I know he wants the title, but I think he also wants to get that revenge back from Bisping.
Yeah, because he still wants to fight. What's his name? Who's the guy who knocked him out? Spinning kicked him.
Oh, Vitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still wants that
Belfort.
Vitor one back.
Yeah, he still wants Vitor because he's annoyed that Vitor spin kicked him. He's really annoyed by that.
There's options for Bisping. I think that Rockhold one's good.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's options.
Because, you know,
Has he fought Belfort before?
yeah,
Rockhold.
Yeah.
Bisping
yeah.
got spin kicked as well.
Spin kicks, yeah. That's when Vitor was on the height of his TRT, looking like the Hulk.
What's TRT?
Artificial testosterone.
Yeah, therapy, testosterone replacement therapy.
Testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah, because when you get hit in the head, it's proven that your body produces less testosterone as the older you get as well. And so they just
Oh,
turn
so
around and
you
say,
could actually take more testosterone?
yeah, to make yourself
Is
jacked
it
up.
steroids?
Yeah, just to stack you up.
Blood doping.
And that's legal?
It was.
It's not no more?
Nah.
Okay.
Can you imagine? The arguments were the older you get, the more
Less just-
ring smart you get, so you shouldn't be able to have your power as your 21-year-old.
Yeah.
But now, yeah. But anyway, that's, yeah.
Yeah,
That blew me away, that was brilliant.
yeah, I think Bisping should fight Rockhold. GSP should fight McGregor.
Yeah, well, that's for the money fight.
Yeah.
It's funny because who said it? Dan Hardy said logically McGregor should fight whoever.
Tony Ferguson. That should fight.
That should be the
That should be
logical
next.
fight, but the money fight would be Diaz.
Yeah.
But again, he's got loads of
The
options.
thing is with GSP, he's obviously in no rush to do anything now.
Yeah.
He's got the belt.
True, yeah.
Everyone's coming after him.
Yeah.
I bet all the other than like from 2 onwards, all the middleweights are thinking, mate, this is an easy payday against GSP.
No.
Bloody Chris Weidman was in the studio. He is massive.
Chris Weidman looked around a foot bigger than Woodley. Woodley's a little bit shorter than Mark Bisping, not
And
much.
these are all the middleweights, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bisping is tiny compared to
Rockhold's huge. Romero, fucking.
Romero is middleweight.
To be fair, when Romero fought Whittaker wasn't that much smaller than Romero.
No.
And so Whittaker must be pretty massive himself.
Yeah, he's quite chunky as well, isn't he?
And when he stopped Jacare,
Yeah.
starched Jacare, so...
It's a good weight class, isn't it? Compared to weight
It's
class.
it's getting there. It was pretty shit before GSP turned up, to be fair.
But now she's gonna move down.
Yeah, who knows? It'd be interesting to see what they say in the post-fight press conference. But there were some key other fights as well. James Vick versus Joseph Duffy. It was a good fight. Vick's quite impressive, isn't he? in the lightweight division.
What was that finish?
The tall one.
Oh,
With the left uppercut.
yeah.
It's quite a decent fight, but I think once Duffy started fading, Vic sensed it and went in for the kill and finished him really well.
That's a good fight, to be fair. That's a fun to fight.
Yeah, he's calling out all the lightweights in the top 10.
Yeah, he goes,
Apparently
no
one
one wants to fight
him. Yeah.
Because he even said that no one wants to fight Joe Duffy. To be fair, no one did want to fight beforehand. So
It's all about names, isn't it? This is what I'm saying. Like, it's all about the name. And Mickey Gall lost.
Yeah. What was the other fight? The DQ. That's horrendous, whoever that guy was.
Oh yeah, Mark Godbeer. Hand of Godbeer.
He was. What happened was the guy throws a check left knee to the other guy's groin.
Yeah.
And then he goes down holding his groin, turning over, put his hands over to say that. The ref screams, break, stop. As he's screaming, stop, running in there to stop him, the guy's throwing a left head kick, catches him clean on his face, and then the guy drops to the floor, busted nose and all that. And then he said, I was kicking before, I didn't hear you and all that. Man,
he got DQ'd.
Yeah, he got DQ'd.
It's fair enough, isn't it?
But what made me laugh even more was about the commentators. They're like, he could have fought on. I was like, why should he fight on? This is a sport. So if he fights on and loses that fight,
kicking the balls,
kicking the ball and a head kick, a legal head kick.
Concussion and half your paycheck. That's what you get.
Yeah, and then I thought it was a bit sad, but no, good refereeing, good medical stuff.
So in UFC, if you get soccer kicks or you get any illegal technique, they stop it straight away. Yeah,
if the referee sees it.
Yeah, they stop it and then they talk to you and see if you're fine. So you can,
if the referee doesn't see it and he carries on hitting you, then it's
fine.
So it's happened quite a few times, isn't it? That happened to Dan Henderson versus Bisbee. I saw it. It's in the second fight. He got I think got kicked in the balls.
Yeah.
And he was struggling. He's like, hey, and then thing just carried on hitting him.
Yeah, you always have to play until the referee says so. Which surprisingly a lot of people never adhere to, do they?
No, to be fair, if you look at the Corey Anderson Dillashaw fight,
Cody
Garbrandt, they break, they stop. They were going to go for a punch against break, they stopped. There was nothing.
Who's the ref? McCarthy.
No, who was the ref? I can't remember. Some random
big bald guy with a beard.
Was it really?
I can't remember his name.
A lot of it's down to the ref, isn't it? John McCarthy.
You've got to be in good positions to always get there.
Very authoritative, isn't it?
In that heavyweight fight, the ref was in a good position. It all happened so quick, and you managed to get the hand on him before he threw the head kick. So they've got no leg to stand on there. Really. So onto the boxing, whatever little there was of it.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder versus Berman
Stiverne.
Apparently Berman Stiverne coming in at 253 pounds.
253.
Fat, yeah. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. That's 17
and he's like 4'1" as well. He was, wasn't he? He was up to like Deontay's like stomach. Yeah. Like 253 pounds of blubber.
I think that pissed off Deontay Wilder.
Deontay showed no
I think
remorse.
He thought that guy coming disrespected him. He took that fight and you're like, you didn't come in with weight.
Come in like 2 months notice, didn't he, or whatever? Because
he didn't cut weight, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, got for trucks, didn't he?
So he wasn't impressed and
very
angry.
Win,
He looked angry in that fight.
Coming his usual winging style, punches coming from all angles.
What was the knockout? Was it like a left? I don't understand.
It was an uppercut.
Just ran him down, didn't he?
Yeah, running there just showed no regard for the other guy's skill whatsoever.
He gets a lot of a stick on social media. Deontay, he's an ugly boxer. He does loads of windmill punches, but if there's a windmill punch and it connects, and who cares?
Kawasaki used to get stick all the time for being a slapper. Look at his record, unbeaten, and he stopped people.
He's not a pretty fighter.
No,
very predictable. Like I think with Deontay, that's very predictable. All he did was 1-2 straight.
It's kind of like how you would think Joshua would have done to Takam. Just absolutely showed no remorse whatsoever. Go in there, 2 rounds, and done. Like just show off to the world what your power is, and why you deserve to be the champion and whatnot. But
yeah, Deontay's was like 30. Is that one distance? That's that. The last time, wasn't it? That Berman, that was the distance. And I watched the highlights before the prelims of this fight, and Berman got dropped in the 12th round. So technically, he could have won that by KO as well. But
mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, Joshua, other than Klitschko, wouldn't have faced anyone of Deontay's size and unorthodoxness.
Or power either.
Or power, yeah. I mean,
Deontay's, he hasn't fought anyone.
No,
he fought that Russian dude, that white heavyweight, but you know, he had better reach in him, a better height. He's just very awkward fighter.
For me, it's the only fight to make. It's the next fight to make. They fought at relatively the same time. They both come through unscathed.
I just think that the Australian dude. That's my only thing. I think Wilder should fight the Australian dude coming with 2 belts.
Mm-hmm. Who would Joshua fight?
I think he needs one more fight in between.
Fury.
Oh yeah, Fury. Fury calling
I
out.
don't see any point. I suppose.
Do you think he just?
I think the stars have aligned now. How they've the fights timing. Just do it, book it.
I think the only reason Tyson Fury showed up because
it's bored.
I don't know. I think I'm going to be honest. Yeah, exactly.
He wants more money.
He's like, oh, look how fat I am now. Like, I'm going to come back and beat you up. Because AJ is getting all this attention. And Deontay as well. I think
you're right.
So he needs to show the world. No, I hope you're wrong, but he needs to show the world that he's serious. Because you could say all this stuff about
I'm back and all that.
Oh, I'm back. I don't know. What did you say? Anthony Joshua lost to a midget. I'm 6'8", 18.5 stone. Well, you're about 28.5 stone now, aren't you?
And the thing
don't get me wrong. I would like to see them both fight. Tyson versus Joshua or Tyson versus Deontay, but I want him to be in good shape. The thing he even said to him, Eddie Hearn, he said, I'll help you get your license back. I'll help you get back in shape to make this happen.
Yeah, if he's through,
I don't want it to be one-sided.
The biggest thing I think he needs to be right mentally. Yeah. Because I fear
he's not. Is he? He's suffering from depression.
Yeah, and take cocaine. He's doing drugs abuse. That's why they the license back.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because technically he's probably the best boxer out of all of them. In the thing at the moment, his technique is beautiful. He's like, jab, 1, 2,
for
jab,
a guy his size, he's very fleet-footed, isn't he?
Yeah, and he moves in and out really smoothly.
Not pretty,
no,
but you know, he gets
effective.
Yeah.
I mean, he did essentially beat Klitschko with the beard belly, looking out of shape and whatnot. So
I think that's how he looks anyway. You're never going to see him with a six-pack. It's not a bodybuilding competition, but he would give Joshua. Although I do like Joshua a lot, he would give both of them a lot of trouble just because of his size and his awkwardness.
Yeah, and he's boxing smarts. He's got boxing smarts.
Yeah, but you'll be interested in 2008. Very interested in 2018. Sorry, a lot of potential big fights coming up.
Yeah, you'd hope. We'll probably see Canelo versus Triple G again.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of fights.
If they come through both of their prospective fights unscathed.
Oh, so they're both fighting other people now, are they?
I think that's Or Lemieux is fighting Billy Joe Saunders, isn't it? But I think they were planning to get Canelo and Triple G to fight each one of them separately.
Oh really?
But I think, I don't know what's going to happen there.
Anything could happen really.
I want to see that fight again.
Just the draw is just a waste of the whole length of rematch. There's no point in having the draw and not having a rematch.
Yeah, I mean everyone knows that Canelo won. Not Canelo, Triple G won.
Yeah.
But the draw was just stupid, isn't it? But it gave them an excuse to do it again.
Yeah.
I would watch it again. Because I enjoyed the first fight a lot. It was
fun.
One of the best fights I've seen in a while. So,
make it happen.
You want to watch Malignaggi versus
McGregor? No, it's not point. It's not point. One's not a boxer, and the other one should have retired years ago.
What was that? Just some rumour?
Yeah, some blah 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 talk. But
I think Malignaggi, whatever his name is, he'd probably beat him, wouldn't he?
His chin's gone. Malignaggi's chin's not there, so if he gets caught,
completely out of shape. I don't know. Maybe if Malignaggi come in shape,
if he actually fought for it, I actually trained for it. One year.
He's had a lot of
he
wars.
is a boxer. McGregor is a whatever he's UFC fighter. Completely different ballgame.
It's whether or not after this Mayweather fight, anyone want to see it. The only point of it is that it's this freak show.
It's a freak show, yeah.
People
want money, yeah, exactly, yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not going to pay for that.
I'm not going to pay.
No, I think Malignaggi is the most overrated boxer. He lost to Khan, lost to Hatton, lost to anyone, but he always seems to get a belt, which is probably shows the state of boxing.
It's the old yapper, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a good talker. He's a really good pundit. He should just stick to it.
Yeah.
But they've got to keep themselves relevant these days, don't they?
I think McGregor should. He says in a rematch, I'll beat Floyd Mayweather. Just Just stick to your UFC, mate.
Just draw a line
No,
under
mate.
it.
There's no rematch.
No,
There's nothing.
There's
lost.
no. Just stick to UFC. Do not go back to boxing ever again.
In a rematch, I think Mayweather beats him even quicker.
Mayweather won't even consider it. You know, it's a waste of time in the first place.
Because McGregor's got an absolute killer in front of him in Tony Ferguson, and he needs to take that one seriously because that could be a spanner in the works for the rest of his career. Because Tony Ferguson could easily beat him.
El Kakuri.
Probably the worst matchup.
Tony Ferguson's the
lightweight champion.
Lightweight champion. So that's 155.
55, yeah.
Hang on. So McGregor is 145
And 135.
145, 155.
Okay.
Champions.
So Ferguson's 155 as well.
Yeah.
Is there two
He's the
belts in
interim.
150?
Yeah.
Oh, Ferguson's a
interim.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
And Max Holloway's technically, he is now the.
Have they taken it away from him?
Yeah, they took the
Mayweather's belt.
featherweight belt from.
You know what makes me laugh is Max Holloway and Ferguson, virtually identical. To quote Mr. Goldberg, but they're
really awkward styles, rangy,
great jiu-jitsu,
grappling.
155 is lightweight, isn't it?
Yeah.
140 is featherweight.
Yeah.
and then 135 is straw. Is a fly.
Bantam. Yeah, it's Dominic Cruz. A Dillashaw now.
Yeah.
And what's
Fly.
Mighty Mouse? That's 125.
125.
125, ridiculous.
He's 5'4".
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse.
Madness, isn't it?
20 total defences. He's very underrated, isn't he? So I looked at his stats.
He's pumped, but to me, he's
I think because of that weight class, is maybe he doesn't get a lot of recognition.
Yeah, that's the reason why he's underrated.
Yeah.
And
if he's a heavyweight, 20 undefeated, he's defended it 20 times, and that's a different level.
but it's just the manner in which he's finishing fights, and it's a whole other conversation.
I just thought of something. GSP Anderson Silva.
Why haven't they? They fought before.
No, they didn't.
Why not?
They were planning to before GSP retired.
GSP was too small.
No,
He was saying,
that's 5 years boat sailed, man.
yeah, man. Just.
No, what's saying? Pay for that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Anderson's retired now.
Nah, he's still got fight Gastelum, Square Man.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Anderson Silva's numbers are. This is all the talking points should be in there. Is numbers.
What do you mean numbers?
Pay-per-view numbers.
Who pays for what?
Who's going to pull in the numbers for pay-per-view? Because that essentially makes each fighter more money. So
Now, GSP 100%.
oh yeah,
Oh,
I think
man.
the Canada trainer will be back
I
big
think,
time.
Yeah, he's been away for so long. Scary.
He's no ring rust either. Well, apart from not his condition, but only
Fitness,
because he was stone heavier. That's
I mean,
what
3
it's
rounds. He looked good for 3 rounds,
Yeah.
not 5.
Against Bisping as well at his peak.
But then again, Bisping is probably the most pressure fighter in that division. Not by a little way, by a long way. Conditioning, and he's.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that Bisping said all the way through. I'm not worried about his striking or blah blah blah. But he did show his striking in a lot of respect. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much of them jabs, the world famous jab of St. Pierre was.
I think his
affecting
eye,
him.
as well as his eyes. Bisping has been underrated. The fact that he's been winning, that he won the title with one eye. That right eye doesn't work.
Yeah.
He's blind in one eye. I swear to God, he is.
What about Romero? Romero's 185, isn't it?
Yeah,
Light heavy. Is it?
that middle.
Middle. Okay. I get confused. Yeah. He can't go down.
It's because they look like light heavyweights.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then if you look at light heavyweight like Gustafsson, John Jones, DC,
They're heavyweights.
massive.
They're heavyweights.
But they're tall as well. No, they're tall, rangy.
They're massive. I've seen them in real life. Gustafsson's head
Yeah, he's
sticks
big,
out of the ring.
Yeah.
He just carries out the ring.
Ozdemir,
Oh man,
Rumble Johnson, they're all huge.
Randy Couture, he's big. I see him.
He went to light heavyweight.
Oh, what's his name? Who's the one who starts Jane Manuel? The Russian dude. He's massive as well.
Ozdemir, yeah.
Is that Ozdemir?
Yeah.
Mm.
No time. He's fighting DC next.
Is he
I
really?
think I'm not sure it's official, but I'm pretty sure DC announced it on his Twitter. That Ozdemir, isn't it? It's the natural selection. Who else is going to fight?
Oh, because everyone said Manuel was like coming close to be number 1 contender.
But then he got beat.
Yeah, by this guy,
Yeah.
so he has to instantly go number 1 then, wouldn't he? That makes sense.
Which we can look forward to discussing in the future.
Mm.
So that's the end of the episode. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave any comments and feedback. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. See you next week. I'm gonna go get some sleep.
See ya.
Bye.